Hi, my name is Alexus.
Hi, I'm Michi. Welcome to Alexus Explain,
A series in which
I ask Alexus questions.
and I do my best to answer them.
Today, we're talking about flamingos.
Why do flamingos stand on one leg?
Why are they pink?
What do flamingos eat? And
Where do they live?
stay tuned to find out.
When we came back from the beach in Lanikai,
Yeah.
I had to hop on one leg because I was only wearing one shoe.
Okay.
And they said, I'm like a flamingo.
I don't remember.
It was with Alicia. And I was trying to put the shoe on.
I remember that.
And I said, I'm like a flamingo. And then I wondered, why do flamingos stand on one leg?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know?
Yeah.
How far is 600 kilometers? Or 2,000 miles?
No, 400.
I think in New Zealand or Australia. Or Austria, one of them.
Northern, South America.
North America? So what if you put a dead duck on one foot? Their beak looks a little like this, and then they go like this.
Oh, I do know why.
Okay, tell me.
Okay, so flamingos stand on one leg, right? That's how you normally see them in the zoo because it requires less energy for them to stand on one leg than to try to balance on two.
They're not good at balancing?
No, but we're also not good at balancing. Like
Well,
standing.
the other way around.
Yeah. They have different joints and muscles and ligaments in their legs that allow it to lock into place. The flamingo body's here, right? And the leg is right under. So the weight of the flamingo pushes, like locks the leg into place. The knee, actually.
We can lock our knee.
Yeah, but theirs has an actual mechanism that we don't have. Our thigh, their knee is way up here. You can't really see their knee. So their leg is like this. Like this.
What?
Yeah.
What does that mean? Where is the leg here? Where's the body here?
Okay, the body's here.
Okay.
The knee is...
I thought it's locked.
Yeah, this is the knee though. The part down here that you see is actually their ankle. So you can't even see their knee because it's covered by their body and their feathers and everything. So their leg is right below their body.
And it's not locked straight, it's locked like this?
Yeah, the knee is locked, yeah, like this. Because the knee is here. Yeah, I saw that our thighs are vertical, their thighs are horizontal when they're standing like that. Because you know, when we stand on one leg, our thigh is vertical.
Yeah.
And theirs is...
They're squatting on one
Yeah,
leg.
they're kind of like squatting.
But they lock it, so it's not hard as squatting.
Mm-hmm. And they found that they're better at balancing on their legs when they're asleep because there's less shaking going on. Actually, it was kind of cool. The way they found that, they had this joint that locks into place. They had flamingo cadavers that were left from the zoo or something. And they studied that if you take a dead flamingo and just stand it up,
It'll stay?
it can balance on one leg. Yeah, because the thing just locks into place. And it's completely dead. Maybe that's why they're better when they're sleeping, because they move less than during the day when they're alert.
Yeah, because one leg is kind of tiny.
Yeah, that's also what I forgot to mention. When they put them on two, they weren't as good as balancing, and they're dead.
Okay, but
In
why
general.
can't they just lock both legs?
Why can't you lock both? That's a good question. Flamingos, they're in cold waters, and they want to...
Only have one leg be cold.
Well, yeah, they're going to lose less body heat that way,
Yeah.
with just one in the water.
I'm just wondering, are the legs right in the middle of the body?
I was looking, yeah, they're kind of right in the middle.
Okay, but why don't they fall to the right if they stand on the left leg and fall to the left if they stand on the right leg?
I don't know.
Do they both come out of the middle?
I don't know. Because they do switch legs.
Yeah, they're just really close together. They must have a little bit of overweight on the one side then.
A little what?
Overweight? No.
Like more weight on one side?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
If you have like a ball and you want to balance it on a stick, it has to be in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
If you put it only a tiny bit to the right, it falls to the left.
I don't know. Maybe they're exactly below. Like
Both legs.
Well, pretty close, maybe. How far apart are flamingos' legs?
Let me look.
Okay, let me look too.
How far away is Flamingo land? We later found that when lifting one leg, the flamingo shifts its weight to the other side, moving its center of mass to where they're perfectly balanced on the other leg.
Flamingo euthanized after child broke bird's leg throwing rocks? What the heck?
What happened?
A flamingo was euthanized after a child broke the bird's legs throwing rocks. So they are easy to break their legs.
Yeah, you were right. The knee is located close to the body and is not externally visible. The ankle is halfway up the leg.
It's what looks like the knee.
Yeah. So why do they stand on one leg?
It requires less muscular energy to stand on one leg than it does for them to stand on two.
And why?
Because of the locking mechanism. Like, they're
Yeah.
not actively balancing. It's kind of just, it locks into place.
But then it should also work with two legs.
Yeah.
It's a natural reflex. It has puzzled researchers for years.
Yeah.
We just expect to answer it in this one video.
Yeah, right? I think in 2017 is when they did the cadaver study. So, not that long ago.
Actually, they tested both theories here. Muscle fatigue was tested by measuring how quickly the flamingos were able to move after.
Okay.
And they were actually faster when starting on both feet.
That seems like something different, though.
Yeah, a little bit. Maybe not well operationalized, to be honest.
Yeah.
But they said when the weather was warmer, more flamingos stood in the water on 2 feet.
Okay, maybe the water thing does come into play.
Yeah, and even though it's in tropical climates, still standing in the water makes you colder.
Yeah.
Some people say they turn off half their brains when they sleep.
Really? I've heard that before. I didn't read that today when I was doing my research, but do they?
I don't know.
Yeah, it appears that flamingos share a primitive feature also seen in whales and dolphins, the ability to shut down half of their brain. I wonder how current that is, though.
Some say that it is physiologically easier for them to stand on one leg because of the heat thing. Like, that's why it evolved like that.
Because of the heat thing?
Yeah, because of maintaining heat.
Say it again?
Like, they want to lose less body temperature. And
That's why they started doing that?
Yeah, that's why their body evolved that way.
Huh. I mean, kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. That if you had to stand on one leg like that, you had to get good at standing on one leg like that.
Right.
So maybe. But I wonder if old flamingos, like the very, very first prehistoric flamingos, if they also stood on one leg. But also, flamingos aren't the only ones that do it. Other birds do. Like ducks.
Yeah, ducks.
Ducks, geese, and swan.
Yeah, you see them sometimes do those.
It's not unique to flamingos. We just see them because they're so giant.
Oh, yeah, because the legs are so long.
Yeah.
That's why. Yeah, I thought it was totally unique to them.
I thought it was too until I thought about it and I was like, huh, no, I have seen ducks on one leg.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, what if you put a dead duck on one foot?
Does it also lock? Yeah, I'm wondering if...
Will they fall over?
I don't know that I've seen it done on birds. It seems like it would be so easy. Just take a duck. There's lots of ducks. There's more ducks than there are flamingos, right?
Yeah, we are the PhD students. Why don't we do the study?
Yeah.
You're the biology student.
Yeah, let me go find a flamingo real quick.
Yeah, find a duck.
Find a duck. Are there ducks in there? Are ducks in Hawaii?
Yeah.
Stay tuned for the next episode.
Maybe flamingos stand in water more than ducks. They got so good at it that that's how their bodies work now.
Stand in water? Yeah, because ducks sit in water a lot. I don't know. Yeah.
So maybe they also do the leg thing, but they're not perfect at it so that they can stand on one leg even when they're dead.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And yeah, what we see as their knee is their ankle. What's the foot on then? Just the end of the leg.
They just have different bones, maybe.
Is there no joint between foot and leg?
If they have an additional joint? I don't know. Let's see.
Maybe what is below the ankle is also part of the foot. That'd be a really long foot.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, there must be a joint.
At the very bottom, right?
Can you look at the other picture? This one.
It doesn't say. Oh, no, they do have another joint. There's the ankle, that bone, and then the TMP joint.
The TMP. Oh, so this is the ankle. Yeah. Wow, the knee is really in there.
Yeah.
Why am I showing it on my body? My body does not look like a flamingo. Maybe you can show the picture in there.
Can you see it?
And then their toes?
Yeah, webbed and then the phalanges.
What's phalanges? These?
These.
Or fingers?
These, the bones.
Do we have phalanges?
We do too.
What is the thing? The skin here.
The web?
Web.
I don't know.
Oh, not web?
Well, I don't know. It is webbed, but I think it's just skin.
Okay.
I don't know.
Can they swim with it, or why do they have it?
Why do they have webbed feet? They're in shallow water, kind of.
What do I know? Can flamingos swim?
They can fly.
They can fly?
Yeah, they can fly.
Far?
I think kind of far, yeah.
Do they travel in the winter?
Do they move? I don't know.
Move.
Migrate? Yeah. I know they can fly. That's why the ones you see in the zoo are all clipped. Their wings are clipped so they can't fly.
What is clipped?
It's like when they cut some of the wings. They do that to a lot of parrots. When people have parrots or birds as pets, their wings have to be clipped so they can't fly.
So mean.
I mean, I don't think it really hurts them all that much.
But they can't fly anymore.
Yeah.
As if someone held you as a pet and clipped your knees.
Yeah, no. I mean, I guess, yeah.
And then you just have to sit there in a cage because someone wants you as a pet. I guess maybe they don't know they can usually fly.
Yeah. There were these flamingos, I forgot in which zoo, maybe it was Texas or Kansas, that escaped because they weren't clipped.
Ah.
And they found them somewhere else.
Can't it just have like covers?
I suppose they could, yeah. Like some of the bird cages that you see where the birds can fly around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it would have to be really big.
Yeah, I guess.
Can flamingos swim?
They can fly.
Because flamingos have long legs, they can wade into much deeper water than most other birds. Webbed feet support them on their soft mud.
Oh.
When the water is beyond their wading depth, flamingos swim at the surface while feeding. Webbed feet allow the flamingo to swim quite readily.
Readily? What does that mean? Fast? Or right away?
Pretty good.
I've never heard it in that context.
Readily. Without hesitation or reluctance. Easily.
They can swim, but mostly only while feeding.
Yeah.
And then they can fly.
How far can flamingos fly?
Yeah.
400 miles.
How much is that?
Approximately 640 kilometers.
In one go?
In one night alone.
They must migrate. Or do they just go in circles?
Although all species are capable of flying, not all species do actually fly that often.
How many? 600 kilometers?
640.
How far is that? From where to where?
Do flamingos migrate? Yeah. Flamingos that breed in temperate areas migrate to warmer climates outside of breeding season. For example, the Andean flamingo breeds in the high Andes and winters in the lower altitudes along the Pacific coast.
Okay, that makes sense. Where are those? Andes, South America?
Andes, yeah.
Okay, that's so far.
Yeah.
How far is 600 kilometers? Or 2,000 miles?
No, 400.
400 miles. Maybe from New York to Kentucky.
From Cuba to Haiti.
I don't know where that is.
Okay.
Amsterdam to Malmö.
These are all spots I don't know.
Netherlands to Sweden. Southern Sweden.
Okay, right here. Like
Oh my
almost
gosh. From Düsseldorf, where I'm from, to Denmark. Can you drive to Denmark? Or to France.
Or to England.
Or to England. Oh my gosh. Look.
That's pretty far. Hey, you can't even see it.
If I were a flamingo, I could go all these places.
If only flamingos were in Germany.
Yeah, they're not. Where are they?
South America.
In the Andes.
Yeah, I mean all around South America. The Galapagos Islands.
Is that, where is that?
South America. In the middle of the ocean.
Where? Which side?
Southern Hemisphere in the Pacific Ocean. Kind of near the equator, actually.
To the right or left of South America?
To the left. Off of Ecuador.
Galapagos Islands? Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen flamingos.
Were they all on one leg?
Yeah, pretty sure they were all on one leg.
Did you go in the water there?
Not in the water where the flamingos were.
But
it's a little bit different.
How warm was the water?
Okay, the water there is warm, but you need a wetsuit.
So kind of cold.
Yeah.
Colder than here.
It's tropical, but you know, anytime you're in water for some time, it's cold.
That's why the flamingos do it.
Yeah, even warm water when you're in it for a long time.
It gets cold. Maybe you could put a flamingo with both legs in the water and check the temperature.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, why haven't people done these studies?
Yeah, they should ask me.
Yeah.
I should have gotten a biology degree.
Yeah, and flamingos.
Yeah. So you said also in Africa?
Yeah, also in Africa and
Asia.
Asia.
Really?
I think so. I'm pretty sure. Let me look at the map again. Where are flamingos?
Apparently everywhere but Germany.
Yeah, it's too cold, maybe. Okay, so flamingos, yeah, in the Caribbean, northern South America.
North America?
Northern South America. Southern South America. On the west coast of Africa. Throughout Africa.
So cool.
Wait, they're in Europe. Where is this?
In southern Spain and southern France?
Can we find some flamingos?
It's kind of also northern Italy.
Maybe we could see flamingos this summer. Okay. Maybe.
We'll figure out where they are.
Huh. Cool. And then, yeah, in some parts of Asia.
Hey, maybe we can share the map too. It's a cool map.
It is a good map.
I love National Geographic kids. They have the best maps.
Mm-hmm.
Where else? In Australia?
No.
No, that's where I thought they were. Penguins are in
No.
Australia?
Penguins are in... Oh, no. Not Australia. They're in the Galapagos Islands. I don't think penguins are in Australia.
New Zealand.
They're in South Africa.
I think in New Zealand or Australia. Or Austria, one of them.
Penguins are in New Zealand.
In Australia? I hope we don't have any Australian viewers.
No, there are penguins in Australia, too.
Okay.
Funny. I always thought penguins were in Antarctica.
Yeah.
Like, only.
In like 3rd grade, do they ask you why polar bears don't eat penguins?
Because they're not in the same place?
Yeah, and no one knows in 3rd grade, and then they tell you, and everyone's like,
No, I have heard it, but you're right.
I still remember that. I can see my classroom in front of me, learning that. But that's a little off topic. So flamingos are in all those places.
Yeah.
Do they all look the same there?
There's 6 different species. I think they, they look mostly the same.
Same
There's
color?
Yeah, kind of. It varies. 6 different species. I think they vary in size too. So like some are bigger, some are smaller. The color is mostly depending on their diet, which can also be affected by where they live and what the food's like in the area that they live. So some are more pink. Baby flamingos are grayish pink, and then they slowly become more pink.
Like albatross babies, right?
Yeah, they're gray, yeah. But that's more of a feather thing. I mean, yeah, flamingos are too, but flamingos get their color from their diet. Albatross just lose the baby feathers and get adult feathers.
Oh, but flamingos keep the feathers, but the diet
Well, I don't know.
dyes them?
No, I think they lose the feathers too, but
Which color would they be without the diet?
just kind of pale.
White?
Maybe grayish pink like the babies. Or like, yeah, pale.
And they get really dark pink?
Yeah, really bright.
What do they
Bright
eat?
pink. Shrimp and blue algae mostly. But they eat other crustaceans that they find in the water. They're omnivores?
Yeah, wait, crustaceans. Are they all pink?
Are the crustaceans?
Yeah.
No.
Because
So
you
they-
said some eat crustaceans.
Yeah, they eat crustaceans, they eat
Blue algae.
mollusks, they eat blue algae.
Mollusk?
Mollusks.
Mollusks.
They feed on those blue-green algae directly, or they feed on the things that also feed on the algae. And the algae is the thing that gives them the color.
But it's blue.
Yeah, blue-green algae, but I guess they have carotenoids, the thing that has pigments that make it pink. And it says they eat the thing that has the carotenoids, they dissolve it, or it gets dissolved into their fats, and then they produce these fats in their feathers that turn them pink. So yeah, without it, they would be kind of like the baby flamingos, grayish.
Oh, and some have less carotenoids?
Yeah, depending on what they're eating. So that's another cool thing. They'll be brighter, kind of the healthier they are. And that's kind of like sexual selection. It indicates, oh, this is a good mate. This is a strong one. Really healthy.
Really
It's
pink.
pinker. Yeah.
Oh.
The pale ones are, not as healthy.
Yeah. Do they get pinker over time?
Like after eating more and more.
Yeah, during the years? How long do they live?
I don't know. But maybe it takes some time to from
Develop
baby
them.
to adult. Yeah, but I'm sure there's a threshold of the amount that they can.
Yeah. Don't turn neon pink.
Yeah. How long do flamingos live?
Yeah, it's good that they're pink.
How long do flamingos live? 20 to 30 years, though some
Wow.
have lived up to 50.
Wow, that's
That
a
is
lot.
a long time.
They fly a lot in that time. But what do their look like? Beak.
Beak, yeah. Yeah, that was another cool thing. I didn't look into it that much, but they're filter feeders. Like,
What's that?
I think it's just basically they get their beaks and they get mud and the little animals that they need.
Oh.
And something in their beak, it says also lamellae that's in their beak helps filter the mud and the silt from the food. Yeah.
Where does the mud go?
Back out.
Yeah, what does a beak look like from the inside? Flamingo beak.
By placing their beaks upside down in water and moving them to
Upside
take,
down?
to take mouthfuls of both water and food, followed by pushing just the water back out.
Pushing out? They eat it like this?
Apparently.
They do. Oh. Well, their beak looks a little like this, and then they go like this. And you can see the lamellae. There.
Yeah.
It looks so funny. Yeah, I guess their beak is upside down.
It's like, it's usually like this, right? It goes downward. And when they're eating, it's like this.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, like that. And water is squeezed through the lamellae.
Oh, so there are openings. They squeeze the water out. Crazy.
Really weird.
Yeah.
Kind of cool. Flamingos have a lot going on.
Maybe they're upside down so they can be like a shovel.
Like a shovel, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Maybe it's effective.
Yeah, that's easier than...
Yeah.
Crazy.
Crazy. Shall we wrap it up?
Yeah, wrap up. Okay, what did I learn today?
What did you learn today? So much, kind of.
Yeah, so much. I learned that flamingos stand on one leg and they switch the legs.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's actually just easier for them than standing on two.
Yeah.
And they're thinking that that evolved because they stand in water all the time. Because I guess that's where they find their most food, right?
Yeah, the things they eat are in the water.
Yeah, in like mud, kind
Yeah,
of. Really shallow water.
Like marshes.
Uh-huh. Flamingos aren't the only ones that stand on one leg.
Ducks do too.
Ducks do it too, yeah. But I guess flamingos are always standing in the water.
Mm-hmm.
So they should be really good at it. They put up dead flamingos on one leg and they still could stand.
Just fine,
Because
yeah.
their knee that is actually in their body. Well, not in their body.
Under their feathers.
Yeah.
So like you can't really see them when they're just standing.
Yeah, it just locks.
Yeah.
And then they're all over the world, kind of.
Yeah.
There's some in Southern Europe.
Except Australia and New
None
Zealand.
in Australia.
And Antarctica, just
Uh-huh.
in case you were wondering.
Yeah, I was. And then they eat crustaceans and things in the mud and blue algae.
Algae.
Algae. And the crustaceans eat blue algae too?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So they either
Slugs.
get it directly or indirectly.
And that's where they get
Carotenoids.
which make the feathers pink.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they eat like this, like a
Oh,
shovel.
yeah.
And then they can filter, they can go through the water, and then they can push the water out
Mm-hmm.
and only have the food in there.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Huh.
Huh.
Thank you for explaining flamingos to me.
Of course. Happy to. I learned a lot about flamingos.
Yeah,
Flamingos.
me too. Cool. And now we go pick up a dead duck. No.
But maybe if you follow our vlogs, we could show you a flamingo in Southern Europe. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Thank you for watching this video.
Comment.
Comment what you learned about flamingos, or if you've ever seen a flamingo in the wild.
And where do you live if you've seen one in the wild? How long can you stand on one leg?
Bye. Aww. Good.
You know.
No. I love you. Okay. There's the ankle.
I was like, what's anchor? Barnacle is the
No, that's different.
pushing where? Sorry, I spit.
Oh.
Go back. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up.
Also, be sure to check out our other videos
Here.
or here, our playlist, The Alexus Explained, and subscribe for more episodes here.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for explaining.
You're welcome.